Hello guys, I am back with another video. I hope everyone is doing well. It's going to be a general reading for Gemini. Just want to shout out to my new subscribers. I appreciate you, I really do. If you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. Just remember, Gemini, it's a big world, so it is general. And this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Gemini. If I sound stuffy, I apologize now. But we'll get right into it. Gemini. I feel like some of you are going to have to decide something. I don't know why, but I feel like whatever it is, you're going to be like at a crossroads where, I'm sorry if I'm not talking into the mic, where I feel like you need to make a choice. I feel like you need to really think about it. Don't be so quick about it, Gemini. Okay, whatever it is, because I feel like you may see potential in one path, but may not see potential in the other, and the other actually might be the one that's right for you. So just be careful, okay? Don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to, make that choice. Now, I'm not saying stay still. I'm just saying weigh your options, all right? You have the Eight of Cups, right? Maybe that's part of the choice, you know what I'm saying? Walking away from certain things that do not serve you. Maybe starting a new life, look at the world, completion. I do feel like it comes with some challenges, all right? Like, see, new beginning, new chapter with the Ace. Some of you may even be relocating or traveling. You could even be growing spiritually, kind of letting go of earthly things and, rising up to higher vibrations, a higher frequency. Because for some of you, I kind of feel like you are too much into this world. And what I mean by that is be in the world, not of the world. Like, don't get caught up in so much of the worldly things, okay? Things that are not really gonna help you like learn and progress and evolve spiritually is what I'm sensing. You have the Five of Cups in reverse. So like I said, some of you are walking away from just things that don't serve you. Emotional baggage is what I'm sensing. An old life. I think some of you got a wake-up call recently. You do feel a little stuck though. Maybe because you think too much, okay? Like I said, look at that, your bottom card, Tower. I had a feeling that something happened. For some, maybe it hasn't happened yet for others. But I do feel like there's some sort of wake-up call, okay? That's going to change things. So that may lead you to that crossroads, okay? Because I do feel like you're going to be right there where you need to make a choice. Not that, you may not even want to. You have to, is what I'm sensing. But it's which one? Which one is really what you need to focus on, okay? Not that, the fact that you have to make the choice. Because some of you may feel like, well, I don't want to make the choice, okay? I didn't want this to happen. I don't want this happening. But what I'm feeling, it's beyond your control, okay? Let me see what top card. Three of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are starting to truly begin your life. And what I mean by that, a totally different life. A more settled life. A more evolved life. And what I mean by that, I feel like some of you have blinders on. Like I said, I did feel an attachment to worldly things. So maybe someone showed you something different. Maybe you learned something through your own experiences. But I feel like this world is like a completion to a lot of things, okay? Things that are not serving you, but also, like I said, an old life, an old way of thinking. I feel like you're going to have some understanding. Now, I don't feel like that full understanding has happened yet. I feel like for some of you, it's like, it's almost like you're going to the library. I'm just going to use that as an example. But you haven't found the right book yet. Okay. But you know you're in the right place. You know the resources are there. You know the answer is there. You know you have access to it, but you haven't found it yet. So you're like searching for it. So that's kind of where I feel like some of you are at. You're at the right place. You just now have to accept certain things and do your research and learn from the new that new access you have, okay? Because like I said before, I feel like some of you have blinders where you didn't have access to those things, but now you do. Okay, it's about finding the answer now. Okay, you found the source, find the answer. Okay. And I feel like with that, you're going to learn so much. And that's why I said some of you are rising to another frequency here. I will say be careful with what you think. Okay. Because I feel like some of you are like very, I want to say optimistic in certain ways, but in other ways, no. Okay. It's almost like, it's so odd because I feel like you're optimistic, but yet I feel like you dwell too. It could even be that you get spurts of energy. It's like sometimes you feel like, okay, I can conquer this. I can overcome this. I can, do what I need to do to move past this. But then other times it's almost like you feel overwhelmed and you kind of start dwelling and you start thinking about a bunch of things. The thing is, those bunch of things I feel like are a bunch of problems. I feel like you need to focus on one thing at a time so that you can come up with a way of dealing with it, a way of handling it, a way of overcoming it and moving on. I feel like some of you think about too many problems where you can't really focus on a solution because there's just so much that you're thinking about. It's almost like every sword on here is like a problem. And so you can't solve them all at the same time, right? Focus on one, solve it, deal with it, and then move on to the next. And why I'm saying that, I'm not saying you can't multitask. If you can focus on two, great. But I feel like there's a problem focusing. So when you have too many things going on, it's hard to truly see what is going on. Okay. Whether that's seeing the big picture clearly or seeing solutions. And like I said, you think a lot. Some of you probably even have trouble sleeping. Okay. I feel like your mind is very racy. So when you're trying to go to sleep, you're probably thinking about 10 different things. Okay. Thinking that you're going to solve something like that, but you're not. You're not because it's stressing you. Okay. Some of you may even wake up with headaches. And when I was talking about those spurts of energy, I feel like sometimes it's like you may come up with one solution and it's almost like you feel like a superhero and you start trying to take on a whole bunch of other stuff and then you just get overwhelmed and it's almost like you don't really resolve the issues because you're taking too much on at the same time. Just slow it down, okay? I feel like you can handle these things. I just feel like, pace yourself, okay? But when action is needed, take it, okay? Because you can be up in your head a lot too, Gemini. And what I mean by that, thinking too much where you're not taking action, okay? It's time to wake up, but it's also time to be patient. So I kind of feel like, well, you kind of back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say, stop thinking about the things that you cannot do, because that's where I feel like this Eight of Swords is coming in. Even that Nine, I feel like you're more focused on things that you cannot control. Okay. There's nothing you can do about that, except maybe, defend yourself, take cover, or prepare for, after, or whatever you can do after. But if you can't control it, let it go, because I feel like there's things you can control and you don't. But then there's things that you can't control that you're trying to control. And then you're kind of wondering why things are not going your way. Try to focus on the things that you can do, because that's where you'll be more successful, whether it's at work, whether it's something at home, whether it's over money, whether it's just general things that you're doing. But I do feel like for some of you there is something coming up which is connected to other people, and I feel like you got to put your thinking cap on, Gemini. And not just you either. I feel like people around you need to get it together. Okay. What I mean by that, I feel like maybe everyone has the same goal, but there's a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. You may be the one that needs to bring that clarity. Because, like I was saying before, I feel like you're already in that library. So maybe you need to bring the people with you, and as you're educating yourself, educate them too. Okay. Because it's weird. I do feel like it's almost like you're working with a group and you want the same goal, but everyone is so confused that it's hard to reach the goal. It's hard to reach the destination, the solution. Yet, on the other hand, I feel like there's something that all of you have to, there's like a task you need to do. Okay. And it is connected to money or lifestyle. Like I said, some of you may be work, but there's just too much confusion, too much confusion. And I feel like whatever that's about, it's almost like there's two groups. You have your group and they have their group. And it's kind of like everyone needs to, it's weird. I don't know what sign it was. I'm only on Gemini, so it could have been Taurus or Aries. I said the same thing. It's almost like a race to the solution. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can succeed at it. You can, really, I would say, handle some of the things that are coming up. I only say some because some things are beyond your control. Remember that. And you kind of have to wait to see, how it settles. But with other things, I feel like you can really get things done. It's just confusion is a problem. It's a problem. It's almost like there's so many questions. It's like, let's say there's a task that needs to be done. Everyone's like questioning instead of actually getting it done. Okay. Including you. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like you get caught up in the debate conversation, or you get caught up in explaining or something. It's almost like you get pulled in where the actual task is not being done. There's a lot of distraction here. Okay. But I do feel like there's something coming. Okay. And it's going to affect you and other people. Okay. Be it money, work. But I do feel like whatever it is, it is life changing. It is life changing. And I say that because the world and the Tower, okay? But I do feel like it's weird because I kind of feel like it's going to bring you somewhere else. It's meant to push you, but there are players in the game, okay? And that's where you need to, I guess, put your energy into, okay? That's why I kept saying not the things you can't control, because there's something happening already. There's something in the works that has to do with other people. It's already happening. You may not know it. Like I said, some of you may. It's already happening. There's a big change. I don't feel like you can control that at this point. Okay, there's something happening here. But the players, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, think of yourself as just another player on a different team. Yeah, that is where you need to focus and do what you need to do to resolve it. Okay, and also to make that choice. Like I said, some of you are going to make a choice. And I just feel like you need to really think about it, because it's something that, is going to contribute to how your future is. And also your habits too. Okay. So I'm looking at that Eight of Cups and I kind of feel like you're not just changing direction in your life and starting a new chapter, but you're changing yourself too, is what I'm sensing. So that's why I said for some of you, you're even changing or you're elevating spiritually, but it could even be changing how you are physically, how you work, the things you do, your body, whatever. Okay. I feel like you're letting go of a lot, even a way of thinking, thoughts, and people. And some are not going to be easy, but you know what's right for you. Okay. And I feel like you're taking that initiative. You're really executing that plan that you have, or you're starting to, because I feel like this was more of a thought than anything for a while, but now you're actually taking steps. Okay. But if you feel like your hands are tied in certain situations, look at something else, but truly look even at those situations, because they may not be as tired as you think. But if you know that at the moment you can't act, focus on something else, because I feel like you're going to have a lot of things that you need to do. But I feel like there's one major decision here. Stop pushing against what is, align with it and move on. I feel like those are the things that you can't control. Because you may be so focused trying to maybe change or stop this tower moment, but it's already in the works. And I feel like you need to kind of deal with what it comes with, what is presenting to you. Because that's also giving you a new opportunity, a clean slate too. Think of it that way. Okay. Like, yeah, these changes are making this happen. Now, what can I do with that? With this new chapter? With this new life? Not only that, I think you're going to have some help for some reason. Because I kind of feel like you're going to have a aha moment. Okay. Partly, I feel like someone may help you see that. But I also feel like there may be signs, or maybe someone pointing out signs or whatever that's going to show you that there's a higher plan, okay, and that things can truly work out in your favor. But you got to let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can, and get out of your head, Gemini. Okay, I'm not trying to insult you, but you think too much. All right, so try to get out of your head, but that is your message, and I hope it helps in some way, and good luck.